working with people his own age. Michael Vitt is our own local guy here of the Lemont Junior Tea Party, and he's going to talk a few minutes about what his young people are doing towards the election. And then Christian Berner is from Turning Point, and he is another young man who's working with people his age for the conservative movement and for this election. So I want you to get to know these guys, because it's inspirational to see young people being interested. There's hope for this country, and we have young people coming along who are willing to pitch in, take an interest in what's going on. We are a country of the people, by the people, whether we're young or old people. So with that, Charlie Kirk.
Hi, I'm Charlie Kirk. I'm the founder of the Turning Point. It's a really exciting youth organization that started out in a grassroots activist type way. In a room like this has exploded the national scene. We've been on Fox and Friends twice. I write for Breitbart.com now. I just released an article that you can see in the back. I also write op-ed pieces for Fox News Opinion Page. We were on Bruce Wolf and Dan Cross radio show and Steve Cochran's show. So our message is a really unique one. And we're changing the paradigm of how the political conversation is going on in this country. Usually we look at things from a left and right point of view, whether you're conservative or liberal. But we're changing that completely from the older generation is staking us with a $16 trillion bill. And President Obama talks all the time about fairness. But what's not fair is that I've never had a chance to vote, yet I'm getting $16 trillion in new debt. That's not fair. This is Miguel Melgar. He's one of our marketing people with the Turning Point. Fantastic speaker, one of the best in the state of Illinois. He's going to elaborate about our mission, and we're going to go back to me, and I don't want to take too much time away. So Miguel, take it away.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Our first mission at the Turning Point is to engage the youth. It's about getting the kids to come up and to become politically active. Because you talk to a lot of kids today, and they say, Mom, Grandma, I don't want to talk about politics. I'm on Facebook. I want to go hang out with my friends. I want to go and party. And they think that they don't have to become politically active. Or they think that it's too complicated. They think that politics is for the intellectuals. It's for the people who get it. But the thing about our group that's very unique is that we have a very simple message. And it's something that we feel that everyone in our generation can understand. Raise your hand if you like it when other people spend your money irresponsibly. Anybody? How about you raise your hand if you get angry when the government spends your money irresponsibly? Good. Now, raise your hand if you can think of at least one way, just one way, that the government in the past 4 years has spent money in ways that you think is irresponsible. I think we have some consensus here. And that's what it's about. Whether you're Democrat or Republican, we understand that we need cuts, and most importantly, we are not putting America on a good path by spending more than we are taking in, which is the message that we are trying to bring to America. We have quite a few solutions. We are really a solutions-oriented group, and I want to talk about two specifically. The first one is to hold government accountable. If the Senate does not produce a budget, they do not get paid. No budget, no pay. Because they're attacking us and our pocketbooks, we think the way that we can fight back as Americans is to attack them at their pocketbooks. Our second solution is we are advocating for a balanced budget amendment. We believe that generational theft is unjust, so our group is advocating to make generational theft unconstitutional. Yes. Through various solutions. With these kinds of solutions, which we think can really achieve bipartisan support, we believe that we can unify the youth together to advocate for Washington to be looking out for our interests as well.
Miguel's fantastic.
Sure.
You can find more information. Again, I don't want to take the stage away from Mr. Prof later, but we're doing some really exciting stuff. National speaking tour coming up. We have interest in South Carolina, Florida. Millions of people have seen our stuff on social media. Miguel made a picture with over 75 million views, which is unbelievable. It's unheard of for a teenager to have that kind of an impact. We're totally blitzing through social media. And I'm going to leave you with one last thought for November. Who here is going to vote? Everybody's going to vote, right?
Yeah.
Now, who here knows somebody who's not going to vote? All your hands. I know a lot of people are not going to vote. If every conservative in this country finds 2 people and brings them to a ballot box and vote for the conservative candidate, we win. It's just that simple. Be your own turning point. Be your own change. Find 2 people. Make a difference. Take back this country. Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
Hello.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Great.
I'm Mike Vitt, and I'm the founder of the Junior Lemont Tea Party in this very own town here. And I'm just going to give a little short update about what our group is doing here. So, hope and change. These were two words that enticed the youth and many lifelong Democrats in the 2008 election. Everyone thought that this was the escape from the previous administration, but not for me. I remember the excitement that President Obama brought to our school when I was just in 6th grade. Teachers encouraged this behavior with a burning passion, but I didn't see what was so special about this man. In late 7th grade, I started to notice that the economy was heading for the worst and the private sector was given to the sharks. I didn't think much of this at first because our teachers guaranteed us that Mr. Obama would save us from this downward spiral. But looking further into this, I found the Tea Party. The news demonized them, but I wanted to hear what they had to say. Turns out they had a simple plan to get the country back on the road: fiscal responsibility and smaller government interference. This message resonated with me more due to the fact that I was always told to be responsible with my own money that I earned. But President Obama's plan was to spend more. Then I finally realized this message made no sense, and it was time to do something about it. Later that year in 7th grade, I got my good friend David Kucharski, and together we figured out a way to put a stop to the brainwashing of the youth, and that was basically social media. This once great tool that helped Mr. Obama win was now in our hands. And we would use this to wake up our fellow classmates. At first, things weren't so great. Membership was low and kids were skeptical of our thoughts because we said something opposing the teachers. But as things got worse in the country, our group membership skyrocketed. Today, we are peaking at about roughly 90 members. As this election is just approaching, many of our group members think that we have this election in the bag, but I'm sorry to break it to you, it's not going to come that easy. We need to work the hardest we have ever worked to save this country from despair and energize the base of all Americans, young and old, to take our country back. My group's goal is to educate high school students who will eventually be future voters to look out for this rhetoric garbage that the Democrat machine spews out with blue flickering lights. I'm not alone in my efforts, and it's time to launch new initiatives with more youth from around the Chicagoland and the nation. Charlie Kirk and Christian Berner have been great mentors to me and David Kucharski throughout running our group. We couldn't have been here where we are today without them. Charlie and Christian have some exciting news for you tonight, and listen up, you'll be blown away with what Christian has planned for us to stop Obama dead in his tracks. Thank you, guys.
Good evening, Patriots.
Good evening.
Thank you all for coming tonight. We are honored to have Mr. Croft here speak to us tonight.
Yay.
For those of you who do not know me, my name is Christian Berner. I am 19 years old and I go to the University of Illinois and I'm studying finance. Really quick, a few things that I do. I'm the vice president of the College of Public Health at the university. I also maintain a website and a blog titled Burger Politics that helps update the youth on the issues that matter most to us today. This summer also I'm working as an intern at Tech America. Tech America is a trade association that represents the high-tech industry to all levels of government. So right now I'm currently working on many county and state issues on public safety, computing, electronic citation, among others. And it's really interesting to me because what we're working to do is to help create a more efficient government, modern infrastructure, and help create jobs here in Illinois. Tonight, however, is not about me. I would like to talk about the youth as a whole and how they will impact this election. President Obama in his first election mobilized a massive army of energetic young adults that were highly knowledgeable in social media. This election is no different for him in that he will have, again, a very powerful force in the media. Governor Romney, however, is stepping up to the plate. He's created a fantastic website and blog to help combat Obama's efforts. However, unfortunately, Republicans and the Tea Party are understaffed by the youth. The youth proved to be the most excited group to vote for Obama the first time around. However, as a student myself, I can attest to the fact that students are quite dissatisfied with the president today.
Yay!
We as conservatives should be actively engaging the youth at this critical time. Students are scared to death right now that they will never be able to pay back their student loans or find a job when they enter the workforce in a few years. Now is the time to say that we as Tea Party members support prosperity. We support jobs. The Occupy movement is not going to supply us with a future. I encourage all of you to talk to your children and your grandchildren or fellow young adults about the many issues that will greatly affect them in the future. The importance of the youth cannot be emphasized enough. I must share now, unfortunately, some bad news. As of this week, I will no longer be updating my website or blog. However, I have good news that will definitely make up for this announcement. Today, I am pleased to announce that myself and a few highly energetic, motivated, and politically active individuals, including our very own junior Tea Party president, Mike Betts, are beginning a new organization titled Restore Our Principles.
All right.
Restore Our Principles is a student-led organization that is dedicated to promoting the ideals that have made this nation an exceptional nation. We are creating a grassroots to national network of young individuals who desire to have a future that encapsulates the notion that America is a shining city on a hill. Restore Our Principles is unlike any other student organization that we are equally engaged in forming personal connections as we are in promoting our ideals nationwide. We begin with grassroots efforts by going to Tea Party meetings and other events, promoting our message and encouraging other students to join. On the national stage, we are designing what will be an incredible experience for the youth. Our website will be designed as a virtual meeting room, open 24/7, where students can share ideas, post and write articles, and collaborate with an easy-to-use interface. And this is really important for students who are so involved now in social media. Students will be able to get involved in whole new ways and have access to a ton of resources, the most important ones being connected to fellow peers across the country. Although Restore Our Principles is in the drawing room today, we are working nonstop right now to make this a reality. We have a page right now dedicated to students interested in board positions. We have a professional media editor right now who is helping us make our first professional video and design a logo for us. We feel that what we are doing is necessary for our future. In order to get people energetic, we have to we have to be the leaders. And I will be updating everyone via Facebook and email frequently in regards to our efforts. The time is now. The time is now to restore our principles. Thank you.
Doesn't it just give you hope for this country? And we are so, and you know, they're all local kids. They're all in our neighborhood here. They're in Lemont or nearby communities. I mean, how blessed can we be? We're almost there to the end. Just a few more things. You know, Michael Vick's father came up with this idea and he took off on it. And there's a table over there where we're selling these for $1. And it's a sticky back, and you're supposed to put them on posters, you know, the little posting tablets. And they are nuggets of truth, of factual truth, of Obama atrocities in the last 3 years. And we're selling them because we want to buy more, and we want that idea to go out all across Illinois and wherever it should go. We've been sticking it on gas tanks and in women's bathrooms and women's bathrooms, and, you know, at the grocery store and at different places, because people need these short bites around, reminders of all the awful things he's done. So, I mean, this is an easy way to be engaged. You know, it doesn't take a lot of effort. We're asking $1. It's not a lot of money. It's not for us. It's just to pass this resource on and to buy more. And while we're talking about resources, we are a grassroots organization, and we do have to pay for the rental of this room and the cost of printing. So with that, we're just going to pass the bucket. We work from hand to mouth. Whatever we collect goes out. We don't have a bank account per se. So please contribute. And moving on, I want to make an announcement here. I just found this out yesterday, okay? The Lemont Tea Party is working with Americans for Prosperity. They have rented this facility, and they are going to have a meeting on June 26th at 7 o'clock at night, Tuesday night. And they are going to have a town hall meeting here about the pensions in Illinois. And they are inviting legislatures to this meeting to discuss how we are going to resolve the pensions in Illinois, this huge deficit. Now, this is just something hot off the press. I just talked to them yesterday to make this arrangement, so I want you to know about it. And this news will come out again to remind you. Also, one more quick announcement. The NRA is having an ISRA Range Day, Rain or Shine, June 23rd on Saturday. And it's going to be at the range. There's more information on the side desk there. You can invite your family and friends to come. They're going to do instructions on the range, on the shooting range. They're going to show you the latest models of firearms and archery equipment, pistols and rifles. So it should be interesting. You know, we have to remember that that is one of our rights. And we don't want that right taken away from us. And I wanted to just remind you that when Jeff Tusick got up there, he's a gentleman who's going to try to get on the ballot to run against Christine Rodonio as an independent. He needs petitions signed just to get on the ballot. You're not voting for him by signing this petition. So the petitions are going around, are being passed now if you care to do so. And with that, I'm going to pass. And with that, I'm going to pass on the microphone to Gary, who's going to talk about the very quickly.